if they start to corral on short. Oh, a little bit bad for him, but he still gets away. Oh my goodness.
He does get an extra, and the rest of Griffin, they spread their wings, and they gun down GFN. Now we're up to Frey here, as he wants to land
of Gaimin if they're starting to push in through market, which they are.
That they do. A two-way B hit. The rotation is coming in, but they're going to be understaffed on the B side as winner falls. Neff with a beautiful flick, and we see a little bit of a weapon shuffle on the side of Z, but not needed. Rainy tries to find the timing. Luckily for him, he does come out unscathed. And not for too long, as Frey will fight him. Fung still trying to clear out B main here. See what he can do alone. Gonna play for exits here. Just wants to do a little bit of damage to their economy.
He's not going to be able to at least put the suppressive fire on. He does reposition to mid. I think going to short now to resupply, but this could be a mistake because they've given up control of a lot of mid. I mean, there is YR Select that is going to be holding on here, but if he does get knocked off, this might put Sufat BB in a really awkward spot, especially now that it doesn't have the dash anymore. I think they were able to spot him, and now they're going to start pushing in. And look at this, Gaimin Gladiators, even with the recon dart once again. Who is this man that keeps putting it out? So good. And anyways, Fung and winner to remain. They've already expended so much money into this one, and they might...
They're not really super gung-ho. They've been defaulting on a 2-1-2 split, and they've been just oppressing wherever they can find a crack in the defense. And I think that's also one of the difficulties when it comes to talking about APAC teams, right? We all know that, but the swing still mighty conservative, knowing that it's an operator to greet them.
I need an obscuring vision.
Ooh, I like the bounce on that one. Gives him a little bit of access onto A short. Still gonna get DE9'd. And what's the answer here? Neff does finally get a pick. Rainy doesn't know about A main. It seems like Sufat was not able to assist his teammate in time, and because Neff did get the kill, he's gonna have himself the ultimate to use. The thing is, as the smoke dissipates, that will
get a pick for myself and see how this round is going to turn out. They still have a flash available here, but Rainy, despite getting tagged there, I think this step was actually audible, and they double up on that. But now we look at YR Select, who I believe was the Sentinel player for Griffin way back when. Again, my memory could be a little muddy, but YR Select gets his cranium absolutely annihilated by Styron. 2v4. The Gladiators, they have the upper hand here. Fun could easily change this in the course over a few picks, but he's all the way in B main. So now Winner has the task of holding this. He denies the spike. If he got that kill, then it would have been very much possible. But Fung is now going to relegate himself to saving duties.
Teammate to kind of clear more of these positions before they start creeping right in, and they know where Fung is. If you peek to the right, this is about as good as it takes. And Frey just saying, yeah, operator on the lurk, right?
Alone. Yeah.
No way.
Oh no!
Oh, Fung with the 2K. Okay, this is still pretty much manageable now for Griffin. In terms of the HP advantage, Frey is actually alone as a Barossa, and Sufat, all he really has to do is make sure that they can take him down before they work on the other players of Gaimin. But Frey hits another nasty shot. That's a little bit awkward, I think, for Sufat. Just a little bit too antsy. Could have waited for his teammate to do something before he did it himself. The weapons, actually, I think still favoring Gaimin here. But they are dropping to the ops. Somehow, some way, this operator is looking so massive for the rest of them. And Select hits the shot. Styron couldn't do anything. Oh, what is happening?
His Neff is still quite low, so he has to play bait here. He has to be the first contact for his team. Fung anticipating that dart, gets it beautifully, doesn't avoid the flash, but still gets the dink on Z. So both these players now... Actually, no, it didn't really hurt Z here. Hunter Sphere doesn't find any value to Asterai, so the plant is gonna go in a 2v4. Well, 2v3 now.
Wait, why? Did Gaimin have two operators? Because Neff is actually holding an op himself. This could actually still be workable for Griffin. If Neff couldn't hit this shot, this will allow them a little bit more leeway. And he's like 5 HP, and he's way out into the open. So if they're quick enough, this could really be a very usable round here for Griffin. They've already gotten themselves a little bit of control now here on the switch, but time is ticking. So they need to make things happen for the moment. Good shot from Winner. Able to...
30 seconds on the clock. This time, there's probably no ults to stop them. They pop the null command. So now they have free reign over the shuffle. We see the long-range Hunter's Fury doesn't mark anyone. It even finds you, Fat BB, as Styron comes alive. And now we see the site overtaken, infested by the Gladiators as they make it their arena. And any Griffin who puts any presence here has been cut down so far. 3v5 now, but Wire Select with a Bulldog. Hopes not looking too great. Odds not looking too great.
They still do have one smoke, so at least isolate site and A main. So it's not the worst of cases, but they're still very much outnumbered. I love this one-way smoke from Arden. This will not give anybody any confidence to push out through door. It's just a death sentence. You're gonna show off your feet and nothing else but that. Winner.
Oh!
Ooh. It was probably trying to stop Winner from picking up the operator, but he still gets the win in the end. Still a very close-knit fight. TBH. Out in the open. Great shot overall. Anybody from behind?
Rifles being serviced, but that's all about their firepower cannon tail. So this side hold has to be amazing. It's too fat. He equalizes it with one shot. And oh my goodness, the Gladiators. They are reeling from that one. As Griffin, they smell blood. And Fong, who's been fantastic on that.
To go get a little bit of map control, but Ascent is such a risky place to try to play slowly with smokes that if you're not careful, you're just going to give attackers so much leeway to go do things like this. And Siufat, you know what? Who needs to gripe about agents when you have Siufat hitting all of these shots? Remember fondly how this guy was playing massively as a Sage. Now here on this
crossfires, the spider web has been set, making this incredibly difficult. Styron gets one. Can he find another? Yes, he does. That's a third for him. 1v1 now, but time is winding down. This is pretty much the round for... There you go.
Siufat already knows. Oh, free! How does he... No way he had the clairvoyance to check that, right? Anyways, Fong, if he doesn't show himself here on Wine, this could actually be a really good angle for him. 3 of them are right in front, but he only has the Sheriff. Unfortunately, Winner... Last one to remain. He's going to have to fight tooth and nail for this, but there's still one holding the angle for Arden to keep the deep.
Very much alive, very much present.
Ooh, if Frey actually TP's back and Siufat's there on the swing, that could be something. Never mind. He's going to be playing on market first. Frey still has a perfect angle, and he's always good for the 2. Still, Siufat's position allows him a little bit more of freedom to get them that B site. It will be planted. That flash on Neff by himself, that is a made mistake, but pushing through the smoke is also something of a mistake there. Arden's going to be the only one to remain, able to checking out of, they spotted it out. That is not a defensible position. He's going to have to move forward here. And there's no absolute way he's going to be able to get this, because he can always just... There's already one on the close swings. It's the double swinger. Oh! Arden gets back into cover, though. He is suppressed, so he cannot at least assist the site with something. Frey is going to be coming in through heaven here, but all eyes were already situated on him. One is hiding at the teeny tiny corner. That is going to be Neff on dice. And if he times this perfectly, he might be able to spot out 2. Excuse me. The fragment comes in online. Styron is here to assist. One more to remain, and Neff's position
are honestly piling up on the side of the Gladiators. Z, very, very lucky that there wasn't any early peekers, and maybe potentially that's the reason why Frey has been so sharp. He even finds Fung. So now that lockdown I was talking about, highly Whoa. Is this a true trick play? Okay, that's interesting. He gets a free pick. That's all he needs. That's a lot of confusion on the side of... He was the one being turned into a pincushion. And the Hunter's Fury is here. Oh, look at that. But both of them get tagged up. Now imagine if they lined up for that one. Not the case. As Winner, true to his name, will get that objective down. The Cosmic Divide is here just to equalize just for a little bit. They do get scanned out. But with this Nova Pulse, he could potentially find everybody. They don't check, but Z's too sharp. Griffin, they're down to the last person. It's Siufat. He finds Z.
Fat tagged, but not flagged. Okay, he's good. Oh, that... Alright, Gaimin is just playing right now. Look at how the timing on these, man. They're feeling so much more confident. They know that they have all of the leeway to get this cheeky, even though there's just 1 round deficit. All they want to do right now is just create these, possibly give more money in terms of kills. So Gaimin is just going to take this into match point with relative ease.
with the greatest ease, actually, with a flawless round on the board for the Gladiators. They truly are making, and we see the Hunter's Fury on the side of Winner. If he can find one, just one, that would be what nets them the W, or at least a fighting chance. But with Arden finding Sufat BB just a little too aggressive, not being able to flush out Frey, and even Winner getting that trade on that. And now they don't have that 0 point, they don't have those flashes. Z already coming alive, finding said Winner. 3v4. Now we see the lockdown. They have to time this properly. Otherwise, that's yet another free pick for Frey. And he's still not undeterred. He might actually get locked down here. That could be the bait to set Griffin, or at least foaming at the mouth. Oh! He is here. He finds Wire Select. Now he's opening up the site. All Fun can do is watch in despair, and he is the final victim. Situations like this, apparently.
Loving the one-way smoke, but it's rather been countered by this quick little smoke in for the attackers. They charge right through. Sufat, always the deadly player, and with 22 HP, he's still always good for the one. Could find a third here, but just dashes back to have the numbers with his team. Select was thinking maybe he'll double up there in position on the backside, because nobody knows that he might be able to get it, but well, he just tries to just jump right through. Neff hoping that maybe a couple of pop shots will be enough, but the defense not really going to have anything other than Sufat is hitting every single shot. This is kind of nasty, with Fung wrapping all the way around from double doors, and Neff could actually get stabbed to the side.
Oh.
Winner was already looking for it. He got...
Turret is going to be disabled just for a moment here. It will come back up momentarily, but Neff uses that distraction to perfection. Despite dropping that Vandal, giving a little bit more firepower on the side of Griffin, but they've not had the chance to pick up that gun. And now we see them still going into this. It seems that they played into the range of... Wait a minute, though. The Gladiators, their reply with a quick double. Movement is here, but Styron, he puts all his bullets into YR Select. Although that was an incredibly expensive round outside. They lost nearly everybody.
And that they did. Look at how just quickly they wanted to stop Gaimin from taking a breather. That would have been so much more deadly if Z didn't get those 2 kills as he was coming out through the spawn and placed himself on logs. Now, it's not ideal, but they still do have somewhat of a buy around here from Gaimin, as you can see. The only one who's going to be somewhat shorter is Arden, because he needs to go full util. But you mentioned how Griffin, Hong Kong, Taiwan is a region that loves to contact. Well, they're dialing in the numbers, man, and they're starting to call people. Hey, let's go for a fight on A long. Why not? Neff, oh, what a shot. He's not going to find Sufat, though.
Full contact play, honestly, on the side of Griffin here. They don't have any flashes to take him to the side.
Ooh.
And with Fung swing onto Arden like that, they do find Sufat BB, but that's all they're getting, as Frey is on the coattails. Could potentially deny a plant. That he does. 30 seconds is still quite a bit of time. He has to play this patient. No, he does not. He finds Rainy in a very proactive peak, but now the mix-up has been set. Is he going to go high, mid, or low? Oh my goodness. Here we have a bird's eye view. What might happen as Frey, he's going to be spotted out first, but no! It's actually Wire!
Bound to hit at least 1 or 2 people from Griffin, which is actually absolutely perfect. Frey doesn't even care. He just peeks it right back out. And again, this lockdown is going to force them into such dire straits. We're only left with Rainy and Fung. They can throw out their utilities for a little bit more of that post plan, which actually is starting to work. 2 versus 2. Fung now having to try to stop the defuse on that spike. Half it already. There's the challenge. Last spot to get hit is window. Somebody placed right there, which is Fung, could actually still hit a couple of shots before the Roll Hunter actually connects on him.
Here we go. Without the assistance of said ultimate, doesn't
pop flash or something, but he's just going to be stuck in garage before anything else. The delay push from Fung could actually work out in his favor. And out to the back of the site, Neff is going to get spotted and gutted. Styron comes out, goes for a swing. Again, here comes Arden, repositions, but not able to get out as Fung finalizes the shot. Styron 1 more shot away from an ace, and now it has turned into the 1 versus 1. Z, though, just on the operator, will have to try to pick up the spike now. Get planted down, no dash on him, and he cannot cross this or else he will get detected by that turret. He tries to go a little bit closer. Yep, there it is. Tries to go around, does he know? Oh, he tries to pick up a weapon. Well, seems like they're going to try to eke out through C site here. They do not have the blade from Winner now, so it's all going to be hard contact coming in from them. Oh, Arden is reloading. This is actually pretty bad, but Seufat misses the right click on the blades. This is absolutely horrendous for Griffin now, as only Rainy and Wire Select to remain. They're coming out, but they're full blinded. And then very close to actually go for the swing. He is so aggressive that it actually just botches the situation for a short. Fung, though, Neff does have an aftershock. Yeah, he's already prepared it. It will destroy the lockdown so quickly. Still, numbers are in the favor of the attackers, but they're trying to swing on Z when Z is able to hit all of these shots. Still, though, the numbers work in their favor. Frey to remain. Gonna have first more than anything else. If he pops the ultimate, that would signify his presence to the rest of the squad. He needs to be a little more cheeky. Tappy toes, dancing feet. And while all of that noise was happening on A, well, it's B, where they've planted basically everything they wanted to.
Popular strat here, considering that both teams not that equipped when it comes to pistol. Doesn't matter, though. The frags are coming in, but the great equalizers aren't, apparently. Now suddenly a 2v1. But Seufat BB, he finds a shot onto Arden. Frey is here. I think Frey's already making a mad dash here. Automatic fire into the... Losing a considerable amount of health to an inanimate object. But we know how deadly that turret can be, as Fung finally finishes off what his turret started. Frey tried to create a lurk. Wire Select just a little too sharp for something of that singing from his Spectre. Absolutely knows. Seufat still gets Arden. Try to pincer him in. Styron all alone. Can't
smoke. Allows Select for the one pickoff onto Styron. Frey, or rather Fung, is incredibly low, but again, they're going to have to go through this with a little pop flash onto the one. They'll wrap around. Good positioning overall from Gaimin, and Frey. Oh, this timing is going to be absolutely perfect. Spots out one already. They're going to have to challenge him first and foremost. Fung is down, and now Rainy to remain. One in the front, one in the back. Does have some utility. Gonna try to challenge first. He's actually gotten through, but Aftershock, as some sort of bodyguard, hits the shot onto Frey. One headshot is all he needs.
Really dash out. And now 2 picks on the board for the Gaimin Gladiators. They have full control of the site. What can they do? They still have Wire Select stuff from the shadows, and they have Rainy's Nightfall.
Ooh.
Well, never mind. As Rainy gets quelled, Wire Select all alone. Not for too long as Styron...
Rainy isn't always getting a lot of these frags, so he can't really optimize his utility and whatnot. Aftershock being used, Paranoia being used, everything just to delay the defenders even further. The Nightfall has been activated, but Frey is on the really big flank. Arden is still here. Look at Frey. No one is actually looking on him because there's just so much noise happening all around.